Story, Rob crying. Brez is here. Brez, Andre Drummond, here to the Lakers.
Yep.
Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, here we are with a Hall of Famer and a guy who's won 7 rings, and you're the one who went viral with that pitch.
Yeah.
That was outstanding.
Thanks, buddy.
That was all just off the top of your head, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, those guys went first.
Yeah. A little time to
the
think.
inspiration was there from, the three of us with all the work we put in the rings. Those blood, sweat, and tears for all three of us.
Well done. Well done. And by the way, what an investment for the Lakers. Maybe the best low-cost player they've ever signed. It was under $1 million that they're going to have to give Drummond. Why not, right? I mean, when you get a guy who has led the league in rebounding for the last 5 years, you have to do it. It's going to be some interesting things. When can he start to play? He's got to pass some COVID protocols, likely. Maybe Wednesday against Milwaukee. Maybe that might be a little too soon. The league and the Lakers are kind of interviewing Andre about where he's been and how he got to L.A. and that type of thing. So not sure when he'll exactly get into the roster, but when will he start? That's a bigger question. Will he eventually pass Marc Gasol on the depth chart? We'll have to see.
James, one of the conversations around Andre Drummond and where he would go is the fact that he's a free agent. He's still really young. He's a 2-time All-Star. Where is he at in his career? Still wants to get paid, still numbers, or does he really want to have a chance to win a championship? What does it tell you about Andre Drummond that he leaves the Eastern Conference, leaves a lot of money, and he's coming to play in L.A.?
Well, he's made a decision. First he wanted to get out of Detroit. His options, if I'm correct, are pretty good. He gets a free agent next year.
Oh, yeah, in about 4 months.
So, he's young. He's going to get to explore one of the teams that he might think could win championships in his future. LeBron here a couple more years, AD. He might like that. It'll be interesting to see how they make that free agency work, Brez. But it tells you that he wants to take a look. And, everyone knows that LeBron wins and that he gets to the finals at least. So I think he wants to take a look at that.
Interesting, Rob. I mean, you and James were winning when you guys first came into the league. Andre Drummond's never won a playoff series.
He hasn't?
Detroit, no.
Wow.
27 years old. So for him, maybe he wants a taste of that.
I think sometimes a lot of guys, when you're in a situation, he might say, you know what, I want to win a couple of rings for a couple of years, stay here, and then get paid, because he's still young.
Yeah.
He still has the opportunity to explore, and not next year, but a few years down the line, because sometimes guys value winning more than they value rings. And this might be the case for him, where he wants to stay here, win rings, and then move on, and then get paid.
So this begs the next question, right? So Frank Vogel and that staff have decisions to make. Now, LeBron and AD are out. So right now the rotation, they're going to have to figure some things out. But when AD and Bron come back, I mean, James, not everyone can play. Andre Drummond, people think, will slide into the starting center role.
I think so.
Next to Anthony Davis. So Marc Gasol is going to have to take a different role. Markieff Morris, guys like that. People will have to change roles. That can sometimes be difficult, but it's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have. When you look at Marc Gasol's career, he's in his, 15th year maybe?
Right around there, yeah.
Right around in there. He's had his career pretty much. Drummond is 27. Mark's going to have to understand that. He's going to have to understand that his minutes might go down, and he'll fit into that role perfectly. He can back up, AD. He can back up, Drummond. He can come in the game for Trez if he has to. I think it's a perfect scenario. And to me, those are the only minutes that I think will be deducted, in my opinion.
If you're a realist here, you have to look around that team. When THT was playing good, we sat in here and said someone's going to lose minutes.
It's Wes Matthews.
It was Wes Matthews. And so if you look at this team and you go by productivity, it's going to have to be Marc Gasol. And you don't want to say it because he's done so much, but you have to look at what Drummond can do compared to Marc. I know everybody said, well, start Marc a little bit and then bring Drummond off the bench. But no, I think you just start Drummond. Yeah. And Marc said, Marc, take a page out of Wes Matthews' book, take a page out of Twin book, but stay ready, because we might need you.
Yeah, and listen, Brez, it'll change the style of play. Drummond is not the space the floor, shoot a three type of center.
Yeah, his career three-point percentage, I think, is 12%. So he's not going to be raining any threes, that's for sure. Hard to argue with a guy, though, who just 2 months ago, when everything was still going great in Cleveland, before they acquired Jarrett Allen, Drummond had a game against the Knicks, 33 points and 23 rebounds. This guy can score. He can carry teams. The knock, kind of what you and Rob were talking about earlier, he hasn't been a winner in the playoffs. So this guy kind of has to prove, like Kevin Love did a few years ago in Cleveland, I can join a winning team, help them get championships. I'm not always going to be a loser, so to speak, as far as lack of playoff experience and playoff wins. Here's the perfect opportunity for him to show that he can definitely win some playoff games.
49% from the free throw line as well. And look at Dwight Howard last year, too. He had that knock on him, came here, helped the team win a ring. All right, Drummond's new team raged and grabbed 52 rebounds in the win over Orlando. Frank Vogel's happy about it, and he's speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, Frank, you mentioned how teams can be dangerous in certain situations when they don't have some of their players. I know you don't have a couple of your players, but did you feel Orlando's confidence building and how loose they were playing? And did that feel more dangerous in that second half?
Well, yeah, they definitely got more of a rhythm. You know, I think our defense was really executed at a high level to start the game. You know, I think they were out of rhythm. They weren't getting really anything in terms of shot quality. And but you know, as we struggle to make shots, you know, I do think they you know, they found a little bit of rhythm and gained confidence as the game went along. But I love the way our guys played. It certainly wasn't pretty. But you know, we executed well and got high shot quality. We couldn't throw it in the ocean. You know, they're going to put 5 guys in the paint. We made the right play time after time after time and got good looks. And just had one of those tough shooting nights. And those are the nights where your defense got to carry you through, which is how the game played out. So, you know, I think it's a good win for our guys. Proud of how they competed.
Hey, Frank, and then so the Drummond signing was official just before the game. Wondered your initial reactions to the signing, and then how you think he's going to fit in, and if you think he'll be available for Wednesday, the next time you play.
Yeah, we're thrilled. We're all thrilled to add Andre Drummond, a player of his caliber, to our team. He's one of the best centers in the league. Someone that every defensive coordinator is going to have to account for and to figure out how to you know, handle him while they're trying to slow down AD and Braun and our guards. And you know, I think he's going to give us a big lift in the immediate future. And then obviously, you know, when we get going, you know, he's just one of those guys who can dominate the game on both sides of the ball. And you know, his physicality is something you have to count for. We don't know his availability yet. To answer your second question.
Hey, let's go to Kyle Goodman.
Thank you. Hey, Frank. Just wondering, Trez was saying that I guess Rob was characterizing Andre as really kind of fired up and ready to go. I was wondering if you had had the chance to speak to Andre personally and sort of gauge what he's feeling like as he gets ready to take the team.
I have talked to him personally. He's really excited about this situation. You know, I don't want to go too far into the nature of those private conversations other than to say he's really excited, probably as excited as we are, and you know, I think our team got a lot better.
Hey, Frank, Andre hasn't played, I guess, since mid-February. When did he enter into your radar, Lakers management's radar as a potential target? Was it around then when the Cavs kind of put him on the shelf to pursue deals? Were you maybe talking about him even this summer or this fall, this winter, going into the season as a potential guy? I guess when did it become a target?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's tough to pick a certain point. You know, obviously when they did what they did in terms of, you know, said that they might consider a trade or a buyout. You know, at that point we start talking about him as a potential buyout candidate. But there's a lot of guys that fall into that category that, you know, we just we keep an eye on, you know, and see how things progress. And you know, we knew that you know, as things got closer to the trade deadline, it became more real. I don't know that there was a certain date where, you know, we felt like you know, that this was going to happen, other than just kept getting closer and closer as the buyout season came closer.
And Wakey? Hey, Frank. How's Wes, first of all? At the end of the game, it looked like he got nicked up a little bit.
Yeah, he said he rolled his ankle. I think he stepped on the ref. I have to see the play still.